Hey, good morning. All right, so it's no secret that crypto right now is on fire. And I've seen a lot of conversations about why and a lot of theories and suggestions, etc. So I wanted to have a quick conversation just to make sure people knew what it was all about, right? So I am somebody who has played around with a little bit of crypto. So here it is. So here's what's crazy, right? If you would have invested $1,000 back in 2014 in Bitcoin, right? When the hype was going on, when everybody was like, yo, this is about to be the one. And you might have been skeptical like me, right? And I think even during that time, I was still doing some work like flipping houses and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, that wasn't a good time for me to do $1,000, right? But I had a little change, so I played around with some other things, right? All right, cool. And then kind of the hype died down and it was fluctuating, and it was all these little different chats where it was, popular, but it was starting to gain the popularity of, let me say, the equivalence of, like, I don't know if y'all remember when like the Zimbabwe dollar, it was supposed to be like deregulated or something like that, right? Shout out to anybody if you're from Zimbabwe. I doubt my reach is going that far right now, but anyway, if you are, it wasn't me. I didn't create this, right? This is what it was, right? So it was like the dollar was gonna decertify or decentralize, whatever, and it was gonna be worth millions of dollars, and we bought like a whole bunch of their money or whatever. I'm only laughing because it's true. All right, so anyway, it never happened, right? And I am not a trillionaire from what we thought was gonna happen. It was a bunch of conference calls and stuff. It is what it is. It was a great part of life. Small little laughs. And hey, look, I got some more, some different currencies, to add to the collection. I've been to Afghanistan. I got dinar passed through Iraq, and German money. I got Korean money. So I've all the places that I usually go, I try to get some of their currency. Anyway, that's not the point. So if you would have put $1,000 in cryptocurrency in Bitcoin back in 2014, you would have a whopping investment. What is that? That's 10 years ago, right? You would have a nest egg of $177,000 a day. And check my math, because I could be wrong. This is what I put it in, like this website calculator, right? And I could have just did the math, right? But either way it go, you'll have over 6 figures in your nest egg from a 10-year ago investment. Now, listen, for some people, that may be like, oh, I mathed that out. That's not a lot. Whatever. All right, cool. But for me, 1,000 to 1 anything is strategic. And then for it to happen in that amount of time, you know what I'm saying? If maybe you know of any other investments that are earning at that rate in 10-year span, or even like, let's say you didn't even wait the whole 10 years, you know what I'm saying? That is a good amount of money. All right. So, all right, moving on. It's taking some incredible turns, right? It's a ride. So keep that in mind. It's going to go up. It's going to go down, right? And if you're prepared to live with that, then you're in a good space, right? But let me break down why the market is heating up, what's going on, why it's happening, and what that kind of looks like. All right. So what is cryptocurrency first, right? We talk a lot about it. Cryptocurrency is a form of digital money. It's decentralized, right? That means that no single government or bank controls it, right? It uses technology that's called blockchain, right? And it's just a public ledger where transactions are verified by a network, right? Of computers rather than central authority, right? So I don't want to say it self-operates, but it computer operates, if that makes sense. All right. So cryptocurrency is booming right now. The buzz behind it is because there's a lot of reasons, actually. All right. There's speculation that the new technology is improving. There's speculation that the institutional investments are strengthening and being backed by cryptocurrency. There's a lot of global uncertainty. Obviously, we just had an election. Sorry, I had to pause. Anyway, so we just had an election, and all of those factors are really driving people to view crypto as the potential new thing, right? It's an investment opportunity. It's a hedge against inflation. And it feels safe for some people. I'm not saying it's safe. I'm telling you that it's actually very risky, right? That's coming from me. And now you do your own research and use a professional for where you get your financial advice. All right, but for me, I think it's very risky. All right, but if you are a risky investor, and you like the potential gains and you're okay with the risk involved, hey, do what you got to do, right? So let's talk about the growth, right? And I know we kind of went over one big example. All right, so understand that Bitcoins, right, and this kind of ties into like the risk, right? This investment, most cryptocurrencies start at a very low value, right? I mean, some even start at pennies per coin, right? And over time, they can grow, right? I don't like associating crypto with stock because those are two different things. You're buying shares of a company versus how you're investing in crypto in a digital currency, right? So understand that Bitcoin is not alone, all right? If everybody feel like, oh, I missed out on Bitcoin, there are others, right? And they are highly valued, right? But you need to do your research, right? And I'm gonna tell you why in just a second, right? Let's talk about Dogecoin. All right, I was big on Dogecoin, especially when they first came out. I made some movement on them once I made a little money off of it, and then I got out and then came back in, and now we see a lot of growth going with Dogecoin. Was it Ethereum? There's several of them, right? So you don't have to get stuck on just one or two, but as the popularity sparks, it can help, and it can spike rather significantly, all right, in a quick amount of time. So I think that the kind of growth is that Bitcoin experienced is rare. However, I think that as cryptocurrency becomes more of a household name, I think we're going to see a couple more stories like that. I don't know if it will ever be like Bitcoin high, but I'm definitely going to say it's going to be like worth the investment. All right. I don't know if you've ever done like, what is it called? Like currency exchange, right? Or currency trading. And, people watch the markets. And if this currency is more value than this at this time, they invest in it and then switch it back when the opposite investment, or if it goes up and down in value, they make money on the gains and the losses, the ups and the downs, and it's candlestick theories, and it's a whole bunch of different things that goes into that. But ultimately, it is a play to earn money, right? So I would say that I believe cryptocurrency is going to allow a lot of average, everyday people like me and you to potentially make a smaller investment and have a potentially higher return, all right, as things continue to take shape and form in that industry. So if it's something that you're into or thinking about, I say, take advantage, do your research, right? All right, be careful of meme coins. All right, I understand that it's a crypto craze right now, right? There's a lot of meme coins like the Dogecoin, and they gain a lot of traction, right? They usually start as internet jokes or trends. Like Doge got a boost from the Elon Musk. He's a unique, never mind. All right, so they got a boost from that. But when it has enough support, all right, from online communities or influential figures, they gain, right? Serious financial value, right? So meme coins are highly volatile, all right? So also understand that although they're attracting investors, they can be kind of risky too. So definitely be careful with that. But people are looking for quick gains, and I see nothing wrong with that, right? All right, so where do you get involved if you want to participate in the crypto industry? So there are a lot of companies, right? There are a good bit of reputable companies, and some of which that I've used, right? So of course you have like your Coinbase, you have your Binance, right? One that I use pretty often when it comes to crypto is Robinhood, the app Robinhood. Super simple, super easy, great for like beginners in all investing, but definitely in crypto. They do a lot. I'm not getting paid for this, so this is just me telling you. I should be though. All right, anyway, I like Robinhood, so take a look at that. If you definitely want to learn while you're doing it, it's definitely for the beginner, right? And then, not that they're not there for you as you grow and become more advanced, but why not start with the tools and resources that they have so they can teach you while you go? So it's definitely a good opportunity. You could trade secure and learn at the same time, so that makes sense, right? So understand that crypto's attraction is within the ups and downs, right? That's strategic for some, as I talked about, right? It's a win, right? Because you have your good days, you have your bad days, whatever the case may be. I've often seen that following the market, following the company, sort of like what you do with a stock, is very important, so you can know kind of where things are going. I don't think there's anybody that can just read the future as far as assets go, but there are professionals that have different ways to monitor indications of which way something's going to swing. So in crypto right now, not that that's not available, but more so what we're seeing is based on popularity and trends. So huge price swings over popularity and trends. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful, right? But I say go for it. I'm definitely a fan of what it could bring. So if you're considering it, be prepared for a wild ride, because you are probably signing up for one, right? Obviously, like I said, markets can crash, different things like that. I just want to make sure I don't leave that out. But unlike stocks, right? And just a quick comparison I want to make sure I throw in here. Crypto has very, very limited regulation, right? So this is one of those risk points. I'm sorry, I forgot it earlier. All right, has very limited regulation, which means that it can open you up to losing some money, right? The lack of regulation may seem like freedom to some, right? We hear that all the time. Less government, less this, less this, less this, less this. But also understand, without that, who is monitoring, who's policing the police, right? Who is monitoring what's going on? Who is regulating what's going on? I'm sorry about the sun in the background. So keep that in mind as you go throughout your exploration, right? To get started, it's easy. Make sure that you sign up with a trusted exchange, like I named a couple earlier. You link your payment method, you fund your account. This is not financial advice, so I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you how to do it in the event that you want to take a dive into the crypto pool, right? So not really hard to get started. Doesn't really take that long to get started. Connect your payment method. Once you set up, you can start buying crypto almost immediately. I think some have like wait times, but keep in mind that small gradual investments are usually safer, right? I would suggest you don't find a meme coin and be like, all right, life savings, throwing it in. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. But if you got a little bit of change, maybe take a look at your life savings and be like, all right, I'm gonna put 5% in. Whatever you do, whatever you're comfortable with. I always tell people when it comes to investments, for me, I'm only comfortable investing what I'll lose or what I can afford to lose, or what I can afford to lose plus 100. That's how I look at it. That's my strategy. I'm not telling you to use that strategy. I don't know what strategy you use. It might even be better, right? But take advantage. All right. So, look, all in all, crypto can be rewarding. It can be risky, but do your own research. Stay informed. Invest only what you can afford to risk, and enjoy the explosion that's happening right now. And let's hope that we all come across the coin that will be similar to the explosion that's happening with Bitcoin, right? So anyway, just something short. Just wanted to talk to you about crypto today. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you know of anything I missed or any coins that you're looking at, keep an eye on. So enjoy. I go by Mr. J. Howard. World wealth and success in motion. Thanks.